Welcome back. In 2007, city staff launched a very large and public planning effort to decide how to create connectivity and capacity in and out of downtown Richland. After several public meetings, studies, and council workshops, Richland City Council decided that the Duportail Corridor Plan was the best way to accomplish this. The plan is broken down into several pieces, with the most visible piece being the Duportail Bridge. But the remainder of the project, from the bypass highway into downtown, is road improvements and/or new segments of road within the city.
For several years, Richland City Council has designated the Duportail Bridge plan as its highest priority transportation project. This 4-lane bridge over the Yakima River will provide connectivity for bikes, pedestrians, and vehicular traffic between the central core of Richland and southern areas of Richland. Recently, city staff held another open house at the Richland Public Library to share the Duportail Corridor Plan with residents and to explain the second phase of the plan, the Duportail Street Reconstruction and Extension.
They're pretty much a function of funding availability is the reason there are three. But the first distinct one is the bridge between SR 240 and Queensgate, and that's a segment with its own cost and its own design. And then it was pretty clear that to make the corridor work, we should try to create a smoother connection between the bypass highway and downtown. And so the rest of that corridor has been divided into pieces primarily because it's a lot easier to assemble funds in like a $2 to $3 to $4 million buckets than it is in the overall, which is closer to 6 or 7. So the Stevens extension is one bucket that's about a $2 million effort, and then the rest of Duportail is a little over $3.5 million. We have what's called the reconstruction, and it's called reconstruction because that piece of road already exists between Thayer and Wright Street is really the extent of what we're talking about. But it's an original Richland government road with no sidewalks, narrow asphalt, and no bicycle lanes or other treatment kind of things that we might like to do now. In that reconstruction area between Thayer and Wright, it's in the middle of a neighborhood. There's an elementary school nearby. There's the notion that residents are going to want to park in front of their lots and want to have sidewalks, and so we're designing that character of road in a certain way to complement that residential area. So we've assembled money to update that and upgrade that road and add some desirable features, including what will be sort of 2 key intersections at Wright and Thayer that will make some design improvements or changes at those intersections. And then that what we call the Duportail extension, or as a new segment of road from Thayer to the east down over the hill, and then connecting onto Wellhouse Loop at Wellesian Way. And that's a new segment that's intended to make the corridor move more, work more smoothly between the bypass and downtown. And that one, there aren't homes, there aren't people that need to park there, and so that there probably won't be on-street parking on that segment, and we'll still want to have space on the road for cars and bikes, but the character of that road will look a little different.
Here's an update on the progress of the Duportail and Stevens corridor improvements. Segment C, which is the Stevens extension, is fully funded and the design is 75% complete. The city is currently in the process of acquiring the private property needed to complete the road. Pending acquisition of the private property, we hope to go to construction in early 2015. Segment B, the Duportail alignment, is 90% funded and the design is 50% complete. Staff estimates this segment will go to construction about 6 months after Segment C.